teenagers today, this couldn't be further from the truth. The sad reality of our country is that 60% of teenagers feel stressed daily, 30% feel sad, overwhelmed, or even depressed, and 42% don't even know how to properly manage their stress and lack social support. Instead of happiness, teenagers feel pressure. Instead of freedom, they feel trapped. And instead of joy, they feel overwhelming stress.
Self-point of view. And lastly, a community forum allows users to come together and discuss various coping techniques and strategies and support themselves on their journey.
With its minimalistic design, simple navigation, and easy user interface, self-expression has never been easier. Reaching the teens means speaking their language through social media, partnerships, and influencer partnerships, and targeted mental health campaigns.
And yet again, you have a sleepless night. Sounds familiar, right? So this is where we hope to come in. Since everybody faces stress every day, it's something that surrounds us in our commutes, in boxes, and even social media. Post-COVID-19, mental health challenges have surged globally. And that brings about the question, how do we pause to breathe, reflect, and thrive?
We wanted real answers, so we surveyed 237 youths under 21. The results? Alarming. 90% of our respondents cited a lack of mental wellness resources, and a further 84% stated that they wanted a one-stop platform for all their mental wellness needs. The Singapore government has recognized this as an urgent issue and has launched the National Mental Health and Wellbeing Strategy in 2023.
Contributed mostly to their stress load. Now, look at this. What are we trying to propose here? We are trying to imply potential solutions to this global issue of stress that has been dreaded upon by many.
We believe that these solutions will greatly aid people in their mental well-being, regardless of their background. Many people mistake happiness to be a final destination. However, happiness and sadness accompany each other along the way. This is not to say that we shouldn't seek ways to be happy, but
carry around your emotions but can't seem to figure out how to share them? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Singhui, this is Dana and Alina. And if you have ever felt that way, fret not, as my team have come up with an app to help manage mental health and make it so much easier. Introducing Sunny Welfare. It all starts with one simple question. How are you feeling today? But here's the twist. No long explanations or complicated surveys.
These are some common phrases that we hear get thrown around between many who experience stress-related issues but have no idea how to address them adequately. Therefore, our team, Newton's 4 laws of motion, consisting of me, Leonard, Daniel, and Shasida, and Seth, who is unfortunately not present today.
We will mainly do this through means like a weekly check-in, to maybe a quick check-in on how they feel on their schedule, or maybe just a dedicated page on the app for them to express their feedback.
To clarify, you have a very ambitious plan. You are reaching out to the whole entire Singapore with support from government, thousands of different organizations, but it's going to be free.
So actually, like for example, programs, apps like SLS, Qubits, that are used for education, right? So basically, it's sponsored by the government, MOE, right? But it's free for the whole student population to use. So actually, we can explore that kind of route to, partner up with MOE so that they provide this free resource to their students so that they can use it.
So the funding comes from the government?
From government, from fundraising, from the public, and like companies like banks, as like social services.
So users pay zero?
Yes.
Okay.
And also like with a partnership with MOE to
The diving into the details of the game, the impact we hope to create, and how exactly our game promotes mental health awareness. Now, in time to come, simulates the experiences of those going through depression, and as well as the people supporting those going through depression. Players can choose between 2 characters: Evan, who would gradually develop depression as the game progresses.
To choose to be Evan or Nicholas?
Yes,
or?
yes, you do. Players get to choose between both characters if they want.
So 2 characters for the time being, like this game.
Correct.
Yeah, on the first play, you only get to choose the depressed character, which is Evan, and on the second play onwards, once you've completed the game,
50,000 people face severe distress. Therapy is expensive, costing $80 to $200 per session, and can even amount to the thousands. Mental health apps, they fail to engage, and only 3.3% of users stay after 30 days. Now, young people need something engaging, accessible, and effective. That's why we created Emotion Ocean, a game that makes mental wellness interactive and fun. What if mental wellness felt like an adventure? That's exactly what Emotion Ocean does. It's a game that helps young people build emotional resilience while navigating an ocean-themed world. Through instead of passive exercises, they learn by doing.
This is the start page of the app.
And then you show them that this is a reading exercise.
Afterwards, playing a board game with friends reduces our stress credits, and an unexpected deadline increases our stress credits. Players can also draw pet cards as shown here, which each have different abilities to help us manage the stress credits in game. So at the end of the game, the player with the least stress credits will win, reinforcing the idea that a good stress management makes our life more happy.
What you just witnessed is an example of how we intend to promote mental health awareness through a fun game. Today, we'll be presenting a thought reflection.
But before we get into our game, we need to start by asking the question, what is the issue that we are trying to target?
We decided to target a prominent cause of mental health problems, stress. Stress takes a toll on our mental health, and if left unchecked, could lead to severe consequences.
It's like it defeats the purpose of trying to improve people's mental health.
That means the one-time playing of game will get the message across.
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least there are multiple paths in the game and they can utilize connections.
I know I have connections, but you are not supposed to use the
That may not be doing
We're planning to expand further because right now,
You actually don't have time anymore to say anything. Yeah. It's okay, we hear you.
we can do more.
The yellow and red squares. These ones would have specific ailments that are faced by the students of today. For example, dysthymia, which is a persistent depressive disorder, will have a certain effect in game. Whoever lands on that tile will have to move will have a certain disadvantage in the movement and whatnot. Similar
to promote mental well-being. Whether if you're playing alone or you're playing with friends, it doesn't just release stress and promote mindfulness, but it's also fun and engaging.
Smashing is a game designed to promote mental well-being of youth by providing a fun and engaging way to release stress and manage emotions. These two-player games attracts youth with its entertaining gameplay and allows people to bond.
Right now in Singapore, all the students across secondary schools and JCs are facing many mental health struggles. And these mental health struggles affect their daily life, whether it affects their focus.
Good morning, we are Team Salt from Zota. Let's close our eyes for a moment. Imagine you are a different person. A child who has big dreams that's as vast as the sky, but you cannot continue flying because your wings have been clipped by circumstances you've been born into. How would you feel? Trapped, frustrated, helpless? Now open your eyes. The reality is, millions of children feel this way every single day. Is that really fair? Some artworks about portraying what your experience are and also providing real life examples. And I think that's how we're gonna make the locals interested.
Okay. And this looks very much of a social action thing that you're looking at. Again, bear in mind our thing is also about mental. So again, how do you put it in again? Because other parts of the world, they don't have that luxury, therefore they have mental issues. Is that your message?
No, because they have problems as well.
As of 2024, 1 in 3 Singaporean youths, or nearly 70,000 teenagers, have reported problems with their mental health. They experience symptoms of depression, anxiety, and stress. Moreover, they face new challenges like the endless comparisons on social media or cyberbullying. Moreover, studies show that teenagers find it difficult asking for help. With these problems in mind, how can we make sure youth are empowered to face their mental health challenges? Well, if you do a Google search, this is what you get.
You will.
We are planning to.
Okay, and who else are you intending to reach out to as well, besides MOH?
Yeah, so I can answer this question. It's a great question. So for us, right, the most difficult part will be attracting the initial base of viewers because once we get the popularity, we get the website running, we're sure many influencers will just come to us. They want to endorse us. They want to help their youth audience.
I Will Be Okay, a fun and innovative web-based game designed to help you tackle mental health challenges with confidence. By engaging with the interactive storylines, you can see for yourself how impactful it is to change perspectives when dealing with angst. Furthermore, by guiding the storyline, you can discover the different outcomes and see for yourself how
the mental health clusters of the NYC, and being a member of the empathy task force cluster also, I can use their social media to raise awareness. Also, we plan to engage software developers, professionals within our scope, and we can pay them for a part-time job so that they can individually help to kind of benefits they get, the perks of our website.
Do you want to show us this board? You have this very nice board.
Yep.
You want to show us?
Special case. In Singapore, a survey by Talking Point showed that 60% of their youth respondents report feeling lonely or isolated regularly. The pressure to succeed, the constant online comparison, the relentless academic grind is taking a toll. It's not a luxury, but a necessity. Let's Hang Out is a platform that gently guides young people towards meaningful in-person interactions.
So how does Let's Hang Out work? Well, we focus strongly on awareness and growth. Our blog feature encourages youth to write blog for youth so that they can share relatable and insightful experience. Furthermore, we cover everything from managing stress to managing friendship and navigating social experiences.
That process.
Okay, so the funding part is a little bit complicated because there's a lot of involvement in the part D. So making the website is the simpler part because there's a lot of free hosting websites such as Wix. We can pay rather low sum of money to make that. But however, collaboration with the companies or estate that can give us hosting platform will also require some money because when you collaborate with them, it means that we need to advertise their platform.
On the pitch. Why should people listen to your idea and buy into your idea? So that is one thing you can take away. I wouldn't stand between you and lunch. Well done, and the judges are unanimous in the various categories. We didn't have a hard time. We actually quite synchronous, right? Yeah. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So there are clear winners for all the categories. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So lunch awaits. Yeah.
A round of applause for your team.